Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to discuss about basics of research methodology. We'll see introduction to research methodology, what research is, what research methodology is, and we'll discuss some basics of research, for example characteristics of research, types of research, objectives of research, and such basic things, right? So without wasting time, we'll begin by what research is basically. So the word itself is self-explanatory, right? Re mean again and search mean to search, to investigate, or to find. So it's obvious that research is something that you search again on a topic that has already been done, right? So in order to add information to something that already exists, that is what research is. So in this course, introductory to research methodology, you will be studying about the basic concepts, right? Though it's a very vast and very complex thing research is, but you will be studying about the basics at basic level, right? So what research is, so it's an organized process, systematic process, and we are following the steps, the procedures to make it an organized or systematic study, right? Research is a systematic study which led to objectivity, authenticity, right? And verification of your theory or data, what you can say. And it's a systematic process of collecting information or data, right? So though their types can be vary, or you can define these types on the basis of parameters, such as in research paradigms there are three types: quantitative, qualitative, and mixed method. But there are two forms, not say type, two forms of research: formal and informal, right? So formal research is something that is conducted in academic area or academic setting, that is related with academics, and informal is the research which is conducted in non-academic area. And formal is the systematic approach, and systematic and scientific methods are applied there, whereas in informal, use of non-scientific methods to gather and analyze data. And formal research tends to be objective, whereas informal it tends to be subjective. You know about subjective and objective, I think so, right? In objective, it's impartial, right? You do not have your own opinions, personal likes and dislikes, whereas in subjectivity that is opposite of that. And informal, the sources are always listed, findings can be applied to large group, whereas in informal the sources may not be listed and it applied to a small group. So what should our research should be, right? It should be systematic, it should be controlled and in a orderly manner, and critical investigation is there, critical thinking is there, and critical abilities of researcher. We'll discuss the thinking like a researcher, or the qualities and characteristics of a researcher, in a separate video as well. So characteristics of research, right? What are the characteristics of research? So research, we'll also discuss that why research is conducted, or motivation and objectives of research as well, right? So research, it should be rigorous, systematic, right? As I already told you, it's control, orderly manner and systematic process, and your expertise and skills are required. Everyone cannot do research, right? Only the experts. So it's a difficult process, right? Research is not that much easy, right? And when you really practically applied or just try to research, then you know how laborious or how hard it is, right? And you, in this semester, you were given a task to write a research synopsis of about 3000 words, right? And during that time you must realize how hard it is, to just go through the process, following that step, data gathering, and come up with your own ideas, right? Drawing conclusions and all of these. But I'll help you out in your research synopsis as well, don't worry about that, right? And then it should be objective and logical, and there is no rushness. It requires patience, right? Require motivation and courage, and it varies from domain to domain. So there are different this varies from different domains, right? Such as in natural sciences, mathematics, physics, and others. And in social sciences, the social subjects, and in art and humanities, are literature and linguistics come under this domain. In life sciences or biological sciences as well. So this varies from domain to domain, and the research should be authentic, the data should be verifiable, and it contributes to knowledge, existing body of knowledge, and add something, right? And here we come, why research is conducted, right? The motivation behind conduction of a research, basically to solve a problem, right? And that problem you can select from daily life, right? To test the theories, to test the existing theories and challenge them, or to bring some change or innovation, right? Or new information. And to other requirements of research include to complete a graduation degree, or to get a reputation in the society, or to for materialistic needs, such as for a job or good salary, etc., right? And now we'll be discussing uh, right, about methodology as well. So yes, let me first discuss about the levels of research. There are two basic levels, right? Two levels of research: basic level and applied level, or you can say basic research and applied research. So basic level or basic research, it is designed to add an organized body of scientific knowledge, and it doesn't necessarily produce results of immediate practical value, right? Its purpose is only to add knowledge to existing body, not to produce or practical something new, right? Whereas applied is more like practical, right? So it is undertaken to solve an practical problem, and goal of adding scientific knowledge is the secondary. And research is search for knowledge, right? It's a scientific and systematic search. So person observe things again and again, a phenomena, and then collection of data and analysis of that data that leads to conclusion. So further general characteristics of research include gathers new knowledge or data, emphasis upon the discovery of general principles, its systematic and accurate investigation is there, and it uses certain valid data gathering devices, right? We use data gathering tools, right, such as surveys, questionnaires, anything that is used to gather data, interviews. We'll discuss them as well, right? It should be logical, orderly, objective, impartial, and researcher eliminate personal feelings or preferences, right? It should be objective, as I already told you. No personal feelings, no personal opinions are there, right? Whatever you say in research, it is based on evidence, right? And it endeavors, it struggle, right, to organize data in quantitative terms, and patient and unhurried activity, right? It follow procedures, and research is carefully recorded and reported, and conclusions and generalizations are arrived at carefully and consciously based on the evidence, right? And research design we'll discuss in a separate video, right? uh, Data collecting tools, these are important topics, right? Variables, I also discussed them in a separate video as well. So here a glimpse of variables in a research. These are the components of indicators which can be measured and two types of variables, dependent and independent. So as the name indicates, the dependent is something, the variable which is affected by some other variable called independent variable. So independent variable is that that is manipulated, that is not affected, right? So dependent variable, it's the effect or outcome, whereas the independent variable, it is the cause. As far as objectives of research is concerned, right, so the objective of research is discover new facts, new knowledge, add to existing body of knowledge, to verify and test important facts, or develop new scientific tools, right, theories, etc. So uh, we can broadly define or describe these research objectives into right, where it is, let me get it. Objectives of research, right, research design. So motivation in research, right, that is similar to objectives of research. What make people do research, or motivation in research? To get research degree, better employment, right, promotion, solve challenging problems, and get joy of doing some creative thing. Research is a creative thing, right? Use your own creativity, right, and come up with your own ideas, and with the innovation, new ideas, and to acquire respectability, get recognition, and curiosity to find new things. And importance of research. So in our daily life we encounter new problems, so that the solution for that is to be required, right? To solve these problems, our research is conducted. And so it is the importance of research, right? So practical solutions are required for tackling of such new problems, and it is research which enable us to solve these problems, to come up with a solution of that problem. And research assists us to understand nature and natural phenomena, and research on existing theories help us identify the range and application of them. And it is the fountain of knowledge. Yes, we gather data and come up with knowledge, right, that adds to existing knowledge and provide guidelines for solving a problem. And research provide basics for many government policies, and it is important in business and industries as well, right? Marketing research, so that is of different nature, that but that is research, right? Research in marketing, research in businesses and industries, to come up with a better products, to improve that products, right? And you can say that research is applied in everywhere, in every field, right? Research leads to new style of life and make delightful, right? So now we'll discuss what research methodology is, right? uh, Wait for a minute. Levels that we have discussed, yes, I've been looking for that. Objectives of research. We can broadly classify these objectives into three. Theoretical objectives is to formulate new theories, principles, laws, and such type is explanatory, right? Because it explains the relationship of certain variables, and it contributes some basic knowledge to human knowledge. And so these researchers come under the discipline of physics, chemistry, maths, etc. And factual objective is, as the name indicates, its objective is to find facts, right, new facts. So this is by nature descriptive, right, such as done in history. And application objective, it does not contribute new knowledge, but mm, uh, right, contribute knowledge in the found of human knowledge. But what it can do, it suggests new applications, improvement, and modifications. So this is the objectives of research, or motivation in research. And so now we'll be discussing about methodology. right? As the name of your subject is Introduction to Research Methodology, and you may wonder what this methodology is. Methodology refers to ways of obtaining, organizing, or analyzing data, right? So it refers to any systematic process, right? Method, the method of doing something, refers to ways of obtaining, organizing, and analyzing data, right? And it deals with how research should be, and the its logical sequences, right? It's simply, in simple words, you can say that it is the method of doing something is called methodology. And further we'll discuss this methodology in detail as well. Objectives, I have already discussed. Importance, I have already discussed. Research method and methodology, we have to differentiate between them, right? So research methods are various procedures and schemes used in research, right? These are research methods. So the methods of doing research come under methodology. So all the methods used by a researcher during a research should be termed as methods, research methods. And these methods are plain, scientific, orderly, value neutral, and they include the theoretical procedures, experimental studies, right? So you come up with you should understand these theoretical approaches, right? Later on I'll discuss them as well, right? Research methodology is a systematic way to solve a problem, right? Studying how research is carried out is the methodology. And its aim is to give work plan for your research. So these are some basics about research methodology, introduction to research methodology. And in the next video I'll discuss other topics as well, right? So hope you understand. Thank you for watching.